Hi, and welcome to Zox TV. I'm your host, Franco Lipari, and this week we have a special guest with us, Mike Palladino, who is the Marketing Director of Zox Helmets and Motorvan Corporation. Today we'll be talking about how the name Zox was developed and how Zox Helmets positions himself in the industry as opposed to other helmets. So Mike, how did you come up with the name Zox, and how important is a name when branding helmets?
Well, obviously, first off, branding is very important in the helmet. How the name came about, to be honest, it was a game. It was a little strategy going along of how what kind of lettering would be recognized on a helmet. So we played a lot with research, like a Z or an X, and then it came out to what sounded well with using those letters, and that's how we came about with the Zox name. There's no strategy around it. I could honestly say it was a lot of playing around, having fun with our marketing team, and then obviously once we've picked out certain names, go to market research, ask enthusiasts, ask our direct customers what they thought of it, and from then on we settled on Zox.
And I see here it's pretty consistent. You got your logo on all the helmets, on the packaging as well, so it's pretty consistent. It's always going to be the same logo. It's always the same style of lettering.
Well, the way the logo came into place after we chose the name Zox, the next key was the style of logo. Very popular would be a rectangle or an oval. Because we wanted to be unique and different, we decided to go with a half moon style to differentiate ourselves in the marketplace. When somebody sees a half moon, you pretty much know that's going to be a Zox helmet. And also, in addition to the name Zox, we wanted something to represent what the Zox brand is going to be in this market. We knew we're avant-garde. We'll talk about positioning a little bit later, but we knew we were coming to market with something really good, and we were ahead of the game. Hence the tagline. Powering ahead.
So how does Zox position itself as opposed to other helmet brands in the market?
Well, you could pretty much say Zox is considered a value helmet. You're getting top-notch quality at a reasonable price for any enthusiast. Obviously, the reasons why we could do that is, A, we are the direct manufacturer. We obviously don't take a large cut on the production end. And second of all, Zox is not a heavy brand when it comes to marketing. We don't have millions and millions of dollars spent on marketing. We do a good job. We do a great job, actually, with the reasonable budget we do have. But because we don't spend an insane amount of money, we don't have to make up those expenses through the sale of our helmets, and therefore we could get away with selling these helmets at a lower price point and give the benefit to the enthusiast versus putting it into our own pocket.
So the misconception that consumer has is when they see a helmet that's a lower price, they think it's not that great of a helmet. That's not really true.
That's far from true. With the manufacturing plants that now with the top-notch testing and machinery, the sky's the limit of what somebody could produce at a reasonable price point. That is completely false. People thinking that a lower price point is a lower quality helmet.
So there you got it. That's the Marketing Issues with Mike Palladino of Motorvan Corporation. On behalf of Mike Palladino and myself, Franco Lipari, thanks for watching Zox TV.
Thank you.